you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we supper. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry, we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I...
We are a peaceful people, struggling we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces, from foreign places, talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we, not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is our land now, we're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we are moving from here, make no mistake. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. We love the open country of the Rupanuni and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we mean to keep it. We have that right. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river, that belong to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass, not one golden apple, not one jamun, not a drop of water from the farmer room, not one sherriga.
President Nicolas Maduro known as Compañero Maduro, understand me clearly. Essequibo pertenece a Guyana.
Every inch of this territory belongs to us.
Essequibo pertenece a Guyana.
And I do believe we will make the reality of Dave Martin's song not one blade of grass.
As all Guyanese knows it, that Essequibo belongs to us. Salute to Guyana.
It is our land and nobody else's. Not a blade of grass.
This land, Guyana, is ours, and we as a people, no matter what our differences, must not quibble and hesitate. This is a matter of national importance as no other.
Not one Guyanese citizen will be given Venezuelan citizenship because Essequibo is our own.
All of Guyana is united in the fundamental premise that the Essequibo, which is the heartland, is 100% Guyanese.
We will not be afraid. We stand on principles. We stand on the right side of the law. Why should we be fearful? It is the Venezuelans who are fearful.
This Essequibo is ours. Every square inch of it, every square inch of it, every square inch of it.
Every square inch of it, people. Every square inch of it. Morning, guys. Welcome down to Livewire. Really great to be here with you yet again. Another morning, Thursday morning, the 16th of November. We're here yet again to discuss current affairs and what's happening in and around Guyana. Morning to all the persons tuned in already. Guys, if you're here on the live, it doesn't take a lot. Just give me that one share to your personal page, any group that you're in. If you have even your personal Facebook profile, give me that share so we could get this information out there. For the persons already on the live, just give me a like so that Facebook could make this live broadcast visible to more persons. So Rennie, Vina, Joe, Sherwin, Chris, let me get some likes there. Jasmine, Tracy Martindale, Corbridge Lal, good morning to you. Data Nandalal, Jamila Kayum. Morning to all you guys on the live already. Give me a like, give me a share. Let's get this information out there. A lot of things happening yesterday, and Guyana continues on its upward trajectory with all the development happening around the country. And also happening yesterday was the second part where Venezuela made their oral presentations at the International Court of Justice in relation to the application for provisional measures to be put in place for this Venezuela-Guyana issue until there's a final decision, given the referendum that Venezuela has embarked on, which should be conducted on the 3rd of December. So we heard some of their arguments there yesterday. Morning to Vishal and Prasad Pati joining us. Tulsiram Chetty and Hill. Good morning, guys. Please give me a share, give me a like. We're here and we want other people to tune in. So give me a share, give me a like. Let's get the message out there to Guyanese, whether they are here or in the diaspora. Now, on a lighter note, the Guyana Police Force has rolled out its Christmas plan as we head into the season. And the Guyana Police Force is committed to maintaining a robust crime fighting and security posture nationwide during the Christmas season. Now, this was shared with us through the Commissioner of Police, Clifton Hicken, who emphasized collaboration with the private sector in the Christmas policing plan. He highlighted this as showcasing a joint effort for public safety. So the initiative will be implemented from November 15, which was yesterday, to January 15, 2024, and will involve increased foot traffic, static anti-crime, and vehicular patrols to ensure intensified security nationwide. Commissioner Hicken highlighted a departure from working in isolation, showcasing a more collaborative approach by involving the private security fraternity in conjunction with the police. Now, they will be focused on hotspot areas. Now, increased patrols in hotspot areas demonstrate a strategic effort to mitigate crime and enhance security in areas with higher risk, right? There was also a commitment to 24-hour foot static anti-crime and vehicular patrols, and this underscores the dedication to continuous security coverage throughout the holiday season. Now, the initiatives include increased patrol, fixed point placements, roving patrols to address traffic congestion, ensuring a smoother flow of vehicular traffic during heightened commercial activities during the Christmas season. Now, the traffic routes will be dividing each region into sectors, and they will be manning those sectors. And this would indicate a localized and targeted approach, allowing for a more effective response to specific regional challenges. Measures like double lane at the Harbor Bridge during specific times and restriction on motor lorries during peak hours were also highlighted as proactive steps to ease the congestion in the city, in and around the city. Now, in terms of communication and awareness, utilizing various communication channels, including radio, television, and social media, will ensure that the public is informed about road closures, announcements, and safety measures, right? There will also be emergency parking at the Guyana National Stadium, and also persons coming from the Chedijagan International Airport will be prioritized to in terms of a targeted approach to this key transit point here in Guyana. So over the years, you've heard persons coming and on their way from the airport, they were robbed. So the police force, they're going to be putting more patrols in that corridor between the airport and the capital city, which in the capital city, there's already been a heightened police presence. So there'll be more patrols 24-hour on that eastbound corridor there, safeguarding persons coming for the Christmas season. So there's no need to fear. Come on down, enjoy Guyana for the Christmas. You know, there's no other Christmas like a Guyanese Christmas, right? Paul Joseph, you're here. I saw your question yesterday. The Councillor Chase Green has visited the location. She has made representation in relation to it, and they are waiting for the ministry to allocate funds to remedy that. As you would remember, it's coming down to the end of the year, and most of the ministry projects that were on the cards, that were budgeted for, would be given priority to finish them, or at least start them before the end of the year. So hopefully the bridge could be started before the end of the year, but if not, definitely before the first quarter of next year, that situation will most likely be remedied, right? Sally Jones, morning to you. Lola Harry, morning. Lash, Chitra Sukraj, morning. And guys, as you come in again, I'll ask you to share the live. So I was just talking about the Venezuela presentation at the ICJ, and the Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General Mohabir Anil Nandalal shared some thoughts on their presentation yesterday, and he criticized the Venezuela's presentation at the ICJ as biased and prejudicial, suggesting a lack of objectivity in their argument. Right? It was important to note how the Vice President of Venezuela portrayed Guyana as an aggressor state, seeking judicial colonialism. emphasizing the negative characterization presented before the ICJ. I must highlight also that Minister Nandalal's observation that Venezuela's narrative is infused with nationalistic and patriotic fervor, potentially intended for domestic consumption. Now, it must be clarified that Guyana is not attempting to halt Venezuela's national referendum, but is seeking provisional measures to prevent the annexation of the Essequibo region, right? So despite what they spoke of yesterday about Guyana requesting the ICJ interfere in their internal process and that kind of thing, we can care less if they held 1,000 referendums on the 3rd of December. That is not the issue. The issue is, what is the referendum about? Your host conducting a referendum so that you get support from your citizens to annex a major part of Guyana. So obviously, persons are going to step forward to defend Guyana. And that is what our representatives at the ICJ, the team of attorneys are doing over there, right? I must emphasize that the AG's statement that that Venezuela's internal referendum should not dictate actions or encourage actions that would violate another country's sovereignty and territorial rights, right? Which justifies Guyana's appeal to the International Court of Justice. Now, briefly, I must outline Venezuela's resolution for a referendum and the nature of the questions posed, right? They want to offer Guyanese citizens Venezuelan citizenship. And if you listen to the argument yesterday for free movement in the area and that sort of nonsense, it makes no sense to me. Venezuelans seem to be moving a little too freely right now in Guyana, if you ask me. So those arguments put forward yesterday by the Venezuelan team, it to me doesn't hold too much water, right? I must mention that both Guyana and Venezuela have presented their case, and the ICJ president has indicated that a decision will be provided to the parties as soon as possible. Guyana, I must acknowledge as well that Guyana's National Assembly unanimously passed a motion reaffirming the sovereignty and condemning Venezuela's referendum, showcasing national unity on the issue in some quarters. And we can get to that. We can get to that, right? Because despite the opposition and the government taking a unilateral stand, well, a collaborative and a national unified stance on this issue, we still have retards in the coalition doing and talking stupidness. You understand? So now let me jump to what I really wanted, but before I get to that. So yesterday, I got a WhatsApp message. I got a WhatsApp message in relation to a letter that is being circulated in and around Linden and in the diaspora in relation to the new town clerk that was appointed, Mr. Lennox Gaspar, right? And I want y'all to understand something, right? Every Lindener, every Guyanese, I want y'all to understand something. The only reason this letter here is being circulated, right? The only reason this letter is being circulated is because Lennox Gaspar, like a lot of other Guyanese, right? Lennox Gaspar, like a lot of other Guyanese, used to support the coalition. And because Mr. Gaspar has decided, and let me show y'all. And because Mr. Morning to Mr. Tyson English, Mr. Right across the world, pretty soon Tyson will have an ultra endurance ride riding from Guyana straight around the world, coming back to Guyana. Y'all look out for it. Mental health and cancer awareness. I hear you planning another big ride. Also, if y'all looking for a personal trainer, y'all check out Tyson English. And he's not BE Fitness now. Oh gosh, he changed the name of the gym. You can put it in the comments there, but check out Tyson English, man. He also has backpacking and bikepacking trips all around the place. So put his name on the Facebook and y'all can check him out. But back to these idiots. You understand me? The only reason they're fighting down Lennox Gaspar now is because at one point, Lennox Gaspar was lost. At one point, Lennox Gaspar was lost, and Lennox Gaspar supported the APNUFC, right? This is the reason. Now, because Gaspar has stepped away from this green and yellow and stepped into the light, because remember, this is a young, educated Afro-Guyanese from Linden who want to see betterment for his community. So apparently, he thought by joining this green and yellow card, he could do something for Linden and Lindeners in his community. But sadly, during that period in 2015, Gaspar was unable to impact his community in a meaningful way. He was unable to do that. And he was unable to see the persons that the party he was representing put persons to impact the community of Linden and Region 10 in a positive way. And because of that, Lennox Gaspar decided to walk away from the APNU AFC. Now, because of that, persons are attacking him. If in this letter, how he dance, he got experience, he did see that, nothing that is evident in terms of bad character to show, well, this man is unqualified, just a bunch of wild statements. And what I thought was even worse is that the person who wrote the letter, right? The person who wrote the letter was so afraid they couldn't even put their name to the letter. So it at the bottom of the letter, it says concerned Linden or a concerned Linden resident or some stupidness like that. If you're that concerned, put your name there. If you're that concerned, put your name there. You cannot attack Lennox Gaspar because Lennox Gaspar wants progress in Linden. Lennox Gaspar wants jobs in Linden. Lennox Gaspar wants better infrastructure in Linden. Lennox Gaspar wants the RDC to run properly in Linden. You have a mook like Deron Adams up there doing nothing for the community other than driving around in the people Land Cruiser. You got German Figueroa mixed up in a set of pig. I don't know Rastas deal with pork. I don't know Rastas deal with pork. These fashion dread in the place. You understand me? And Studio 35. Oval Community Center ground, guys. Y'all check it out. Studio 35. Ajay Chatterpal, morning to you. You understand? So, if y'all want to attack Lennox Gaspar, y'all come with facts and credible information. But don't make these things personal. And guys, again, please share the live. Please share the live. You understand me? A pack of idiots. And you cannot put your name. You cannot put your name to that letter. You cannot put your name to that letter. Just recently, Lennox Gaspar finished a gold program course. You understand me? And mind you, I just saw where it was on DPI's page, I think 400 persons completing the master's program through gold. Huh? Y'all could hold it to the Borcham College. The Borcham College is stupidness. Anything named Collins is stupidness. You hear me? Anything that got Collins on the back of the name bears stupidness and fart. I'm telling you that. I am telling you that anything that got Collins on the back of it bears stupidness. So y'all leave Lennox Gaspar alone and allow Lennox Gaspar to function in the capacity that he was appointed to function in. all the years, now they know about accountability and all this other stuff. Leonard Gasper doesn't have a bad track record in relation to accountability. He wasn't a town clerk before to say he mismanaged the funds in the region. But guess what? You guess what? You guess what? You know how many town clerks, not town clerks, chairmen that they had up there, and the me and the town council are doing a bunch of fart, and that's what y'all concerned about in Linden? You better get away from here. You, just like the Borcham Collins College and anything named Collins, you get away from here. You get away from here with your nonsense. Nobody wants to hear that. You understand? And I guarantee you, under the tenure Lennings Gospel, more things will be done in Linden. That makes sense. You understand me? More things would be done in Linden. And matter of fact, it's not in relation to the RDC. He's the town clerk for the town council up there. Sorry for that bit of misinformation. But he's the town clerk for the council up there, the town council up there. And all the money that getting funneled through that town council, now you know about corruption and experience and mismanagement of funds. It's the PNC being running the town council. What more mismanagement than mismanagement could be with the bearing ground up in Linden? With all them broke up garbage trucks that park up in the yard of the town council. Now y'all realize that it's mismanagement? Get from here and give the man a chance. A young Lindener who's interested and got the energy to go around and make sure things get done. And to say no to some of them stupid people like Sharma Solomon and them up there who have not done anything of significance to advance Linden. Get, please, sir, get from here. And Gary Best, you see you who got an opinion on everything right now? You see you who got an opinion. I like how Carl Greenwich jogged you the other day at the thing that had a Pegasus or Marriott or the stuff on the bar, the issue. Dirty mouth. You get up and play you talking. You should be in a hole forever for the national cyclist you run over. This is what we want to hear about. Why you was drinking and driving. That's what we want to hear, but we don't want to hear anything from Gary Best. What's wrong with some of these people? This get you wild in the morning. And of course, you know, I got to go to the idiot of a Coretta McDonald. You know, I got to go to the idiot. Listen, Gary Best and certain people should not get up to speak on any matter, nothing whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. You understand me? People like Gary Best. People like Gary Best plain they come in to talk on these issues. Gary, you have a seat. Jude could be one of them volunteer soldiers to go and fight. We ain't got it now because of you. Get, sir. You get from here. Or as Comrade Ramjitan used to say, haul your backside, but he used to say the word it said, haul yourself from here, sir. Nobody want to hear from you. Nobody wants to hear from you. Bare nonsense to come into people with. Bare nonsense to come into people with. You understand? And last night, Coretta McDonald talking about pathological liars. Pathological liars. Anybody look at the presentation of the Venezuelans yesterday? And I keep telling y'all, every time we get embarrassed around this world, it's because of the PNC. Every time we are embarrassed on the world stage, it's because of the PNC. Y'all look at the presentation yesterday from the Venezuelans. Y'all remember Eunice Ragabir morning to you. You probably had a late night, so it's okay. Once you hear, it's good. You understand me? I'm talking about, Lola Harry Coretta is talking about Jagdio ranting and raving about her at his press conference. What's stupidness Coretta talking? The general vice president don't mention Coretta McDonald as non-entity. Now, let me get back to the Venezuelans presentation yesterday. Did y'all hear the vice president of Venezuela during the presentation put up a slide And she said that during the Granger administration, they put up this photo to say, well, a Venezuelan ship was in the waters or something like that, close to Guyana. And when they examined the photo wasn't even taken in the area, in the region. That's the kind of stupidness that we used to get from Granger and co. You understand? I feel so shame yesterday when the people put up the thing on the slide. Look, this is what David Granger do. Look. This is what David Granger do. He said about how we had warship, and it's some warship from some way. Full of nonsense. So we continue to be shown that the PNC will go to any lengths to embarrass Guyana. You understand? That's why Carl Greenwich probably distanced himself from them. At any lengths they will go. Imagine they present a false photo. And look, you can imagine the harm that could do to Guyana's case. But I hope that the persons who are representing Guyana make it clear. It is not this government or not this administration that did that idiocy. Oh, Christ, Paul, look at the friggin' presentation. Oh, come here and tell me this chumminess, man. Look at the presentation. And it was, Paul, if you were always up to date with current affairs, you would know, because it was mentioned back then too. The photo that was presented was not a flapping Venezuelan warship in our waters. Granger sent a pack of idiots to represent us at the ICJ, and they did foolishness, Paul. They did foolishness. So instead of Granger, get a team to present a proper argument. Instead of this man just get me. Instead of Granger, get a team to come together and present a proper argument. An argument that we have grounds and base. You understand? An argument that is backed by law, by the award. They presented false information, which is in the nature of the PNC, Paul. Presenting false information that they won the elections. Presented false information that they bought the scales. What nonsense you're telling people? Presented false information that they didn't know about the 18 million US, or you know it gone. Or put a system in place for anybody to get any repercussions of making the 18 million disappear. Even if it's just a suspension and a cut to pay. They did nothing. The 18 million just gone. They had no coming back for it. Because I know you're going to have the 214 million. But there's still an avenue to recoup that cost. Where is the avenue for the 18 million US that disappeared? That the finance minister said he know about? Who was punished? Who get a pay cut because of it? Not a friggin' soul, Paul. Not a soul, sir. Not a soul. So yes, I'm saying the PNC continues to embarrass us on the world stage. Even when they're out of office. You understand? Even when they're out of office, you call your amount whatever you want, Paul. I know you know what I'm talking about. You understand? And here, this is not like the 18 million where the government said, well, I don't know. We don't know. I don't know about the 18 million. You see what the government of Guyana said about that 214 million? Our stance is the stance of GRA. And if GRA said this is the money that got paid, that is the friggin' money that got paid, Paul. That is the money that has to pay. Watch. Paul know where the 18 million US is. So Paul got more information than the blasted former finance minister of this country. You understand me? Paul got more information than the bloody well finance, the former finance minister of this country. You understand? This by you were a special case. But let me jump over to Coretto. And Coretto's talking about the vice president being a pathological liar. And only persons who are mentally lazy like him, only persons who are mentally lazy like him would believe anything that he says. Right? Correcto, is because people wasn't mentally lazy, they didn't believe that stupid photo that y'all sent up to the ICG. Right? It's because people wasn't mentally lazy. And you're out of order to even claim the vice president mentions you at a press conference. You hear me? Out of order. You don't even listen. I doubt you're even a thought in the back of that man's brain. Correct? You non-entity. Your government at the time couldn't pick you to do anything for them. Advise the minister's education, advise the staff of the education ministry, watch the vehicle them at education. Nothing that they want you to do, correct? The APN, you wanted you to do nothing in education. I want to make that lucidly clear. They wanted you to do nothing. You understand? And you could come every Wednesday and flare your nose and wrong your back as much as you want. You're not scaring anybody. You're scaring some people, but you're not intimidating anybody. Right? You might be scaring some people, but you're not intimidating anybody. The only person ranting and raving is you, corrector. And sometimes me when I hear you talk stupidness. The only person ranting and raving is you. And ranting and raving about bare foolishness. Now y'all look at this here. Y'all look at this. And this is why sometimes I use the word idiot and stupid. Because this is supposed to be an educated woman who is involved in educating the nation. You understand? This is supposed to be an educated woman who is involved in molding the nation and molding the future. But I would never send my child to any school I know correct teaching at. Because I know for sure they're going to come out stupid. They can't have nobody more stupid than this big woman, you know. There is no one on the level of idiocy that comes out of Coretta McDonald is unfathomable. You hear me? Coretta the stick stupid to a whole new level. Like it's a stupid 2.2. That's Coretta McDonald. That is Coretta McDonald. Stupid 2.2. I realize the Guyanese hypocrite quiet for the couple of days, which I'm very glad. And if you don't know, you're new to this program, you don't know who the Guyanese hypocrite is. I'm talking about Annette Ferguson. I realize she shut your mouth for a couple of days now, and I'm glad. So the ear is a little more fresh. We ain't got stupidness floating around. Now, y'all listen to Coretta.
You know, the truth really hurts. And when I spoke about Jaguar, when I highlight
before I even go ahead, Coretta, yes, the truth hurts. The truth about what y'all did at the elections hurt. The truth hurt. The truth that the Guyanese population here, Vishal, if there's you calling the phone in their clothes, brother, I gotta start all this phone thinks it always crap. My fuck, hold on. No. But this Kavaka might hear Coretta McDonald talking about the truth hurts. The truth hurt when the Guyanese people chase y'all out of office. Coretta, the truth hurt when the ABC country said, hey, I have fixed it, or else we gonna block your visa, don't come back over here for every Tiffany elections. That was the truth you had to deal with, Coretta McDonald. And I always want you to remember that. I always want you to remember that. That is the truth that you have to deal with. The truth that the coalition government came into office and did nothing of significance for the Guyanese people that they could remember them by. Nothing of significance to the Guyanese people. The Guyanese people were terribly shortchanged under the coalition. They get no kind of they get no kind of benefit that they could say was tangible. One set of old body, you see them in walking, a set of old bag, You use it for 2 weeks and it don't loosen up. Coretta get. Indeed, Coretta God be living in the tobacco world because it can't be Guyana. It can't be Guyana. Listen to this idiot.
I did on my Facebook page that we cannot trust this man, Jagyo, because could you imagine? We were in the National Assembly. We went there for an extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly to
y'all listen to this extraordinary idiot. Just listen.
Deal with a motion concerning Venezuela. Jagyo spent about 3/4 of an hour during that entire period. We were there from 10 in the morning, and the sitting concluded about 7:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere there. He spent 1 hour or just a little bit more in the National Assembly. We expect you to
shut up, idiot. First of all, folks, how often has the vice president spoke on this Venezuelan issue? How often and on how many platforms has he spoke on the Venezuelan issue? Could somebody show me a clip of Coretta McDonald at the podium making a statement during the Could somebody show me a clip of this extraordinary idiot during the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly making a statement on the Venezuelan issue? Could somebody please? Because I highly doubt every single parliamentarian spoke on the matter. There were persons who were selected to do so. And I am doubting that Coretta, I have not seen any clip of Coretta McDonald speaking on the Venezuelan issue, border issue, at the National Assembly, this extraordinary idiot during the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly. Y'all share my live, you know. Please share my live, because I'd like Coretta to see this. This extraordinary idiot, I have not seen a clip with her making a statement on the Venezuelan issue at the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly. If I'm wrong, please, anybody, please correct me. If I am wrong, anybody, please correct me in the comments. Please, if y'all have seen Coretta McDonald at the podium during the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly making a statement, please let me know, because I have not seen it as yet. But this idiot gonna jump on a live to talk foolishness to people. Unflare your nose, unwrong your back. You stand down, sir, ma'am. Stand down. The presence too strong and coming over like a little malish aura. Calm down. Calm your body down. Relax. Roll back your shoulder. Calm your body down. You understand? Y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, I spoke about Coretta jumping on the same program with the idiocy. Same program. Calling up Sarah Lynch name like she didn't know Sarah Lynch gone back to America. She's not the ambassador here anymore. Jerry Gavaya, Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, this body, the body. Why didn't write a statement? Mia Motley, Ralph Gonzalez, people who Coretta can't hold a candle to. People who have accomplishments that Coretta would most likely never accomplish in her life, her lifetime. Because I guarantee you, if the APNU, by some miracle of God, win the next election, they ain't gonna make she no minister nothing. They ain't gonna make her no minister nothing. No. Listen, Coretta is a non-entity to the PPP, much less in the APNU, FCPNC. Complete non-entity. You understand? Because she's jumped back and forth from the Kabaka. One time she believe in the Kabaka, next time she believe in God. And that's not what them people there upon. Them people want you to focus on the Kabaka all the time. They want you to focus on the Kabaka all the time. So Coretta is not in good standing in the PNC right now. You understand? So Coretta comes over as fully dance. Fully dance. And got the nerve to call people mentally lazy when you're fully dance. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. No, like I was saying, Coretta calling on Sarah Lynch, Jerry Gavallo, Mia Motley, Ralph Gonzalez, who else name she? If it's a name she call, if it's a name she call, with a statement, you want a statement? Take a statement. That shopping is Coretta going on with. Up to now, I can't see a statement from Coretta McDonald on the Venezuela issue. This idiot. You understand? This idiot, you are talking about statement and statement and statement, and your stupid self ain't put out a statement yet. Right? Ain't put out a statement yet. And watching the vice president and how long he's spending the National Assembly and what he do and what he do. Coretta, the vice president, has a job, he has work to do. You think he's waste time like you and your counterparts? The man got work to do. He going to meeting. He making things better for Guyana. He wasting time like the coalition. Because it's exactly that cause y'all to get voted out. Because if y'all had done stuff for the people would have given you another chance. You understand me? But because you did nothing, and because you used to go in, well, not you. Those are the persons who used to go to parliament back then. You are only good for parliament in opposition. You aren't good enough for parliament whilst they're in government, correct? Somebody with your history as a teacher, as a GTU president and GS and all that stuff, they couldn't pick you as an education minister. They saw it fit to put somebody who still had to go and take a course upgrade the self-corrector, right? And even after upgrading the self on the government course, they still pick somebody who couldn't differentiate between Pagwa and Diwali over you. Over you, ma'am. I want you to remember that. They still pick somebody who could not differentiate between Pagwa and Diwali over you. Miss Seasoned Teacher, Miss GTU President, Miss GTU General Secretary. You understand me? They didn't want you. But now you're trying to be relevant. You're abusing on any topic, even if it didn't make sense, correct? Even if it didn't make sense, you out here abusing, ranting, and raving, telling the Guyanese people a bunch of bunkum. You understand me? So again, I am asking anybody. Yes, they should send. Anyway, let me know that set up. I am asking anybody who has a clip of Coretta McDonald giving a presentation at the. Sorry. I am asking anybody who has a clip of this extraordinary idiot, fully dunce, extraordinary idiot on my screen here. Not me, the other one with the dreadlocks. This extraordinary idiot. If anybody has a clip of Coretta McDonald, Vishal, the phone in close by, and I'm getting up to go and get it. So tomorrow we can take calls. Sorry I'm missing your call so much, brother. Sorry about that. But yeah. Sorry, Marisha. But y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Coretta, you get from here. Nobody wants to hear you. Nobody don't have time for that foolishness. What you probably need to do is go down to the mayor and city council and talk to your councillors to get their act together. You can't got people from 2 to 7 in the night discussing what we discussed, what we planned to discuss, that we were going to discuss the day we were planning to discuss. People want action from City Hall. Right? So Coretta, probably they could assign you to deal with those councillors. But then, oh gosh, to see the transfer of idiocy from one section to the next, and they are already a little stupid at City Hall. We want an addition. We want an addition. So you leave them alone. You leave them alone there. I changed my mind. Back to stupidness. Firstly, Jack, you never call yourself champion of the earth. The international community gave him that designation. Get, Corretto. Get. The international community gave him that. No Guyanese in Porta Potty. Please, Corretto. Oh, shucks, no. I take you off the screen. So y'all in here. I'm sorry. Marisha, please don't disturb me. Make me take off this lady and stop it. Good.
In the morning, and the sitting concluded about 7:30, 7 o'clock, somewhere there.
This is what she focused on, you know. She focused on probably suggesting to Priya Manik-Chan advancements in education, or things she could do better to impact more students, or areas that they might got to run through and see campaign, or they're probably preparing the food good at certain schools and they need to do better. Nothing, you know. This is what she watching at. How long Jagdeo stay in the National Assembly? This is foolishness.
He spent 1 hour or just a little bit more in the National Assembly. We expected that as he proclaimed, you know, he has all these proclamations.
Now we get into where I cut y'all off there just now. Listen to this idiot.
About himself. Champion of the earth.
First of all, I just saying, and this is what I was saying just now. They ain't got a soul in Guyana. There is not a soul in Guyana, any citizen of Guyana, any organization in Guyana, any political party in Guyana. They ain't got dog, cat, rat, nothing in Guyana that conferred champion of the earth on the vice president. It was the international community. You hear me, Corretto? The international community. And I think it was for his first LCDS or something like that. When he brought out the LCDS force and they signed the deal with Norway. You get from here, Corretto. And don't try to diminish that man's accomplishment. You understand me? Don't try to diminish the man's accomplishment. That was not conferred by any Guyanese organization or any Guyanese. The international community gave him that label, and it was based on his work in relation to the LCDS, the first version of it, the deal with Norway, and the funds we were able to garner. You understand? That's something y'all couldn't do in your 5 years. Y'all couldn't monetize the carbon credits here in Guyana. Y'all couldn't do that. Y'all couldn't put Guyana on a path to get carbon credits monetized. But y'all had all the plans and all the policies, but no ability to implement or to get any action done. None whatsoever. But I know what y'all were able to do. Y'all were able to misinform Paul. So he could come here on a morning and annoy the stuffings out of me. You understand? But let me continue.
Best leader.
Here, Corretto. In relation to the best leader, this, first of all, look what Paul asking me. Well, I think he's saying here, I think you like Corretto, but he probably missed out the word. And then he's like, I wonder if she rejected you. Paul, listen to me. Partner. I gotta say it like partner. Listen to me carefully. Even if Corretto was the last on this earth, I'm telling you no. I couldn't here. I gotta be able to tolerate you, to have a relationship. Never the day I won't even look. Listen, there is no love or affection in these eyes when I see Coretta McDonald. And it has nothing to do with her race. It is in relation to her stance and her idiotic points that she puts over on her program and in the public sphere. Right? I cannot stand it. And I feel the idiocy might rub off on me. So that is why I constantly try to show her the error of her ways. That is not normal for anybody to be that stupid. Or it's not something cool or something that she should be proud about to be that stupid. Right? So let me make it clear, Paul. There's no sexual kind of attraction there and rejection to my thoughts on Coretta McDonald's idiocy that you're putting out on a Wednesday night. And probably if you are more aware of what is happening in the country, you'd realize the stupidness that Coretta McDonald telling people. You understand? Yes, I gotta spend half the program talking about her. You know why? Because she spends an entire program talking about Jack Dio. So I can do half my program about she. Because he don't have the time to talk about she at his press conference. So I can deal with the lies that she putting out there. And what is important is to debunk the lies, Paul. Because if we don't, we can have more people like you who run around the place thinking the foolishness that you're hearing from Coretta and Rick Ford and David Hines and Sherrod Duncan and who else got program? I ain't see Jerita Fernandez for a minute. Lord. But she now getting a little out of control. If you said Jerita, Paul, yes. But I never approached her. I've never approached her. But if you said Jerita, your boy did it. Your boy did it. I can try a reform sheet. But not Coretta. Coretta. What are you doing with Coretta? Coretta's a 90 stuffings out of me. You understand? Look. Anyway, so the best leader, Coretta, that was conferred on him by the Guyanese people. Right? The Guyanese people. That was put on him by the Guyanese people, Coretta, because they like his style. They remember during his tenure all the projects that were done. Right? They remember, Linden remember the hospital complex that they got. They remember Milius Ward, they remember Block 22, all those is Jagdio projects them. You understand? They remember those things. So that is the people. He's the people. He's the people's president. You understand? The people give him that the best leader. We can't say about Aubrey North and David Granger. David Granger sent the wrong boat to the ICJ, Coretta. How stupid he got stupid. You was a military man. You were sent the wrong boat. You stupid. Wait, Paul, you can link me up with Jerita? Paul, you know Jerita? Paul, me, you could be friends now. Comrade, you give me a call after the show. Let me hear your plan of action. We know the PNCAP and you got a lot of plans. Share your plan of action on how you're going to link me with Jerita. Y'all see Paul said here, but then he said her. But then if he mean her, he can't be talking about Coretta. So it got to be Jerita. Because her, the two don't go hand in hand. That's a very bullish, mannish stance. You understand? So can't be Coretta. It got to be Jerita. Please, Paul, set it up. I'm willing to move the bar to Paul. Link me. Y'all is trouble. But anyway, let's hear some more of the accolades that Coretta put on this man.
Best economist.
Oh, crap, Coretta, but there's none. Who you want we put? Elson Lowe? Who you want we put Elson Lowe as the best economist? Oh, shucks, buddy. Come on. You, Coretta. You want we put Elson Lowe as the best economist? Everything that you call in there about the vice president and the general secretary of the People's Progressive Party, one is factual. He's a champion of the art. He's deemed as one of the best leaders in this side of the hemisphere. He's one of the best economists on this side of the hemisphere. So what you want? If Granger was a waste, if Aubrey Norton is a big seed waste, what you want us to do? We want us to do. Father Abraham with his sons is not doing anything to bring any accolades to himself or the party. What you want us to do? If the vice president is continuing to champion plans and initiatives that impact the lives of Guyanese, that transform the lives of Guyanese, why y'all didn't have a Lane Avenue initiative for the people through Lane Avenue to fix up the house and do over the road and do over the step and them kind of thing? Why y'all ain't gonna do the road through Yarrow Dam Look, across the trench from Lane Avenue, they got a concrete road going in there for those people who never had a road. I mentioned this over and over. Lane Avenue chase PVP campaigners out there, and y'all ain't going to do nothing for them at Lane Avenue. Y'all ain't going to do nothing for them at Lane Avenue. And you could talk best leader. Yeah, that is why he's the best leader, because he went into Lane Avenue and putting something in place for them, something that y'all didn't. Lane Avenue, that predominantly Afro-Guyanese area. You get from here, Coretta. You get from here. You out of order. Talking a bunch of chauvinists. What's the other accolade, the man?
Best liar. Best.
Well. Coretta. Well, dear, I can tell you, you're out of order. Because definitely, Aubrey, Granger, your whole crew better than he in lying. You understand? Your whole team, Coretta, better than he in lying. Y'all remember when y'all went to court and said the NRF act or whatever it was didn't get passed because the mace wasn't in place? Lying to the court like y'all didn't know why the mace wasn't in place? Huh? Y'all remember you lie and say you win the 2020 elections? Y'all remember these things? Y'all remember when y'all lie and say didn't nobody 18 million bonus, they didn't have no signing bonus? Y'all remember when y'all lie and had them people with dual citizenship serving in the National Assembly when they had allegiance to other countries and states? Y'all remember when David Patterson lied and said you don't wear the gold jewelry that the people them take the money from the ministry and them other agencies and buy and give it? Y'all remember when the Guyanese hypocrites lie in front of them people and be crying, but they do so much for Guyanese when they know that they knew nothing? The Guyanese hypocrite. Y'all remember these things? No Coretta could come and sit here with your pearls around your neck. Well, foils, because you don't know how they just move. To play she talking, but people...
Everything. And this man couldn't speak to that motion.
Mind you, again, this idiot didn't speak to the motion either. So again, I am asking anybody who has a clip of Coretta McDonald at the podium, the extraordinary idiot at the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly, speaking on this issue. Could you please share the clip, make it available to me? I will issue an apology to Coretta McDonald forthwith. You understand me? But until then, extraordinary idiot.
We thought that the man who professes to love Guyana and to love Guyanese people, that he would stand there to speak on a motion of importance. He couldn't speak on that motion.
Oh my God. Look. Listen. I usually tell my colleagues I can't look out at these programs, because the inaccuracy, the misinformation, the fact that they don't take time to do a little research. How many times has the vice president spoke, or how many times did the vice president speak on this Venezuela-Guyana border issue? How many times? But because Coretta wanted him to go to the National Assembly and speak, and he didn't, Coretta's vexed. You didn't speak as well, Coretta. So what is it we're supposed to... Is it that you don't love Guyanese? Because he so loved Guyanese, he was supposed to do it. You didn't do it. Is it that you don't love Guyanese? And you don't love Guyana? Could we make that inference, Coretta?
And everybody know why he couldn't. Everybody, I think it's clear.
No, it's not.
We know why Jagbia couldn't speak on that motion, because you saw the clipping before where he said we could consider giving a corridor. A corridor.
Yeah, and that's to show you how this lady, a corridor. This was years ago when they had, I think the issue had flared up again. And the waterway. You understand? Not no corridor, like the East Bank corridor or the East Coast corridor. Idiot. It was a waterway where they could have access to vessels, Venezuelan fishing boat or whatever it is. On their side, they got like access to something. You understand me? But guess what he didn't do? Go and create a fake photo and send it to the ICG. Claiming it's Venezuela attacking Guyana. Idiot.
They're selling out Guyana behind our backs.
Like how they were selling out City Hall. Like how the people them, your councillors were selling out City Hall. Sound familiar?
All the time.
Do something like so. Not saying that the vice president doing that. But you see, Washington notice selling out. But ain't got nothing to say about them properties in Georgetown that City Hall been getting rid of. Ain't got nothing to say about City Hall asset register. You understand me? Ain't got nothing to say about City Hall system that is keeping the financial records of taxpayers that is inaccurate, that continues to glitch, that causing persons to be turned away from paying their taxes, and then them persons getting hit with late fees and interest rates and all them stupidness. But correct focusing and talking stupidness on a Wednesday.
He been doing that, you know? And we have to say to him, we don't trust you.
Corrector, we're saying to you, we don't trust you. We're saying to you, we don't trust you. We're saying to you, we don't trust you. I don't have the rest of the time to deal with you today, Corrector. We got better things to do. But we're saying, as Guyanese, we don't trust you. We don't know you, and we don't trust you. You come on the scene in 2020, you come on the scene in 2020, and we hear what you had to say, and we don't trust you. Thank you for reminding me of that, Ajay. Go to City Hall and ask them why they're giving a constituency $80,000 to do rehabilitation or works in the area. That's what you need to go and find out, Corrector. Why City Hall only got $80,000 to put towards getting stuff to get in the city? That's what we need to hear from you, Corrector. Or they probably need to designate one of these MPs to focus on City Hall to see the stupidness. Because apparently allowing them to focus on what they want is not in their best interest or their party's best interest. The idiocy. Guys, please don't forget 2 o'clock today, the Vice President and General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Civic, will be having his press conference live on his Facebook page, and it will also be streamed here at our locations on Facebook as well, our platform here. And y'all can look forward to that happening at 2 today. Remember, if you're looking for gold jewelry, you're coming in the country looking for some place to go and buy some nice gold jewelry, check out Jacob's Jewelry there at Pike Street. They have really nice pieces to you guys. Really great work. They're also looking for a goldsmith. So please, if you have that skill, check them out there at Jacob's Jewelry. Also check out Shepherd's Cleaning for great residential and commercial packages for your home, especially if you're overseas-based Guyanese and you need to have your property kept at a standard. They're the ones to you. Check them out. Give them a call. Tell them you hear about them from Livewire. Courdel send you. Jacob's Jewelry, to go to Jacob's, tell them Courdel send you and might get a discount. I secure security services as well. Please give them a call for your armed and unarmed security, executive close protection, gun sparkling services, fumigating and sanitizing services as well. King Kong Construction, if you're building anything. If you're overseas and you need to get something built here, King Kong Construction got you. They could take care of everything. Enclosed for your medical clothing and devices, electronics, cosmetics, male and female clothing. Lot 7, David Rose, South Rumville, Georgetown. Give them a call or check them out on their social media platforms to get more information. G-Rubis for your remote controls at repairs to AC, TV, VCRs, gaming systems, whatever it is, they fix it. You can also get your phones, laptops, PC, and that kind of thing. Import, export, all kind of thing they're doing down there. G. Rubis at the Merriman's Mall. Check them out, people. And finally, last but not least, 592 Tech Vision. Give them a check. Mr. Akeem Evans, the technician and manager at this organization. They do installation of surveillance cameras, electrical, videography, and photography services. And guys, that is it. I run through the list there. Really great being with y'all today, right? Remember, not a blade of grass. Guyana's we own. We ain't giving it up for nobody. Thank you for all the people who joining us on the who joined us on the program today. Even if you came in late, that's not a problem. Still give me a share. Still give me a like. So we could get the message out there. We have to let people know Coretta is stupid. Plain and simple. That's all we're trying to put out. Coretta is stupid. I said so. Tell her I said so. Look, trouble in the place. Anyway, guys, that's all the time we have. That's all the announcements I have for today as well. And I am going to be heading out onto the roads. I hope you guys are have your day properly planned out and have some productive things to get done today to further and better your life. That's all the time. Peace, love, one Guyana.
But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. No, we ain't giving up no mountain, and we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belong to we. Not the one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one chorus, not a blade of grass. This land is our land.